Michael Jordan in today's game would average a 40-point triple-double.
By Sally, right side Jordan. Michael to the hoop, does it. 52 for Jordan.
Jordan feels it, and it's going to be awfully tough to slow him down right now. Boom.
Horace Grant goes away. Jordan comes in to post up. Michael, turnaround baseline. Wow.
Sometimes people say things, and here's the thing. MJ is my guy.
Face it, you're a terrible liar.
Harden came close to a 30-plus point triple-double. Do you know how much better in every area of the game MJ was than Harden? Harden doesn't do a single thing better than MJ.
Correct!
His usage rate would be higher. What does 32, 8, and 8 turn into? What does 37, 5, and 6 turn into? Because he averaged it back then.
When fans talk about the golden era of NBA basketball, most immediately think of the 1980s and 1990s. These 2 decades represent what many consider the league's most iconic period. The one player who bridged both eras and defined them was Michael Jordan, widely recognized as the greatest player in NBA history. During that time, Jordan wasn't just dominant on offense, he impacted the game on both ends of the floor. His ability to perform at an extraordinary level made him a truly transcendent talent, regularly accomplishing things that previously seemed impossible on a basketball court.
Top of the circle against Dantley. Turns, shoots over Dantley. Yep! Michael Jordan with 14 on the clock. Backs in on Vinny. Reload pump. Rimming good. 42. Man. On the lob to Jordan. Michael Jordan down the lane to the left against Lambeer. Pulls up left baseline. Shoots under pressure. Oh, wow! Michael Jordan with 57.
He was special.
Because Jordan was so extraordinary in his era, a question frequently comes up among fans and analysts. How would Michael Jordan perform in today's NBA? The modern game features improved spacing, advanced training methods, better recovery programs, and overall superior technology. The answer, however, is quite straightforward. Jordan would likely be even more productive in the modern era. In fact, the area where he would stand out the most is the stat sheet. In today's NBA, accumulating points and statistics has become significantly easier. Consider this comparison. During Jordan's prime years from 1985 to 1998, only 32 players scored 50 or more points in a game, Jordan included. From 2013 to the present day, often described as the modern era, that number has doubled to 65 such performances.
He got it, and we have another 50-point game in the NBA.
Warren for 3.
50 spot, give him a 50 spot.
And they take it away, and Malachi's got a lay-in. Timeout Atlanta. Flynn's got 50.
Who?
There are certainly exceptional players in today's NBA, but the statistical landscape suggests that offensive numbers are heavily inflated. When players like Malachi Flynn or TJ Warren are capable of scoring 50 points in a game, it signals how much the environment has shifted. Even more recently, Bam Adebayo recorded an astonishing 83-point performance. That particular game sparked serious debate. Bam is a good player and a mid-tier all-star, but he has never been known as an elite scorer capable of producing 80-point explosions. In previous eras, reaching even 40 points would have been extremely unlikely for a player like him. Yet in 2026, he managed to double that mark. The takeaway is simple. If someone with Jordan's scoring peak played in this era, he could dominate however he chose. With his speed, shooting ability, competitiveness, and mental toughness, his statistical output might resemble something straight out of a video game.
You're basing this as if people still consider the pecking order. These kids today, they're not bowing down to nobody. They're not just going to sit around and let you shoot every shot.
I mean, they do it for Luka and Harden.
No, they don't.
They did it for Harden.
No.
But,
No,
okay,
they don't.
Are you
That's
telling
not-
me that Luka or Harden would average more points than MJ?
What I'm telling
They're in
you
the
is-
mid-30s.
What I'm telling you is, in today's NBA, guys are coming in and they're not caring as much as you think about who you are and what you did. Because in their mind, I'm the guy too.
Let's briefly address Rich Paul's comments. Rich Paul has built a reputation for speaking confidently while often saying very little of real substance, and that particular clip fits that pattern perfectly. His argument doesn't hold much weight. In today's NBA, younger players frequently become starstruck when facing big names, and teams often allow players to take a high volume of shots. If the claim is that Jordan wouldn't dominate or couldn't average 40 points in today's game, that argument quickly falls apart. Even in Jordan's own era, particularly before his championship years in the mid to late 1980s, he had to fight for every basket. Defenses constantly sent double and even triple teams his way. He wasn't simply allowed to fire up unlimited shots. Every point had to be earned.
Making a first-round upset.
Jordan with the double team. Kicks it to King, back to Michael.
Cleveland must make those jump shots.
Here's the double team against Jordan.
Winds down.
Kentucky, the rookie out of North Carolina State. Here's the double team.
Long arms of Scottie Pippen.
Michael Jordan draws the double team.
Let's see if Cleveland tries to run and double team him. So they're going to take the ball out of his hands. Smart play. He had 13 shots in the first half because of the double teams. And we see the balance there with the Bulls. Michael with 31.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Rich Paul also suggested that today's players wouldn't allow someone to continuously shoot or chuck shots. But if we look at the recent game in South Beach, Bam Adebayo attempted 43 field goals and also took 43 free throws. That single performance alone challenges the idea that players aren't permitted to dominate the ball. Bam isn't a global superstar or a player defenses fear across the league. He's a solid but relatively average player by superstar standards. Yet against a young Washington Wizards team, he was essentially allowed to shoot as much as he wanted. And when discussing high-volume scoring in the modern NBA, two players immediately come to mind: Luka Doncic and James Harden. Both are elite scorers and exceptional playmakers who consistently produce massive stat lines. Interestingly, neither relies heavily on elite athleticism. Instead, they thrive by understanding and manipulating the rules and nuances of today's game. When they beat a defender one-on-one, rim protection is often minimal. In Jordan's era, beating your primary defender meant confronting additional defenders waiting at the rim. In today's game, once you get past the first defender, a basket is often almost guaranteed.
Of this second half. Crossing over his former teammate Maxey.
Guarded by Thomas. Right baseline Jordan around Vinnie Johnson. Reverse layup is in.
You've got to be judicious when you do it.
Oh, stop, go, lay.
Morton was on Michael Jordan. He was on him for a moment.
Off, but what's the strength here? Tree Rollins comes over, he grabs him, and Michael still makes the shot.
Caught it. Crossover down the lane. Finger roll for two.
On the walk out to the left, 6 to shoot. Jordan low left around Dumars in deep. Reverse layup is in.
First ball up 4, 9.5 to go in the third as Harden gets a clean lane to the rim.
Jordan has a way of making you do that.
Jordan sees.
When comparing players across different eras, analysts often reference statistics such as pace of play, three-point frequency, or other numerical metrics. Those numbers are useful, but if you truly want to understand the difference between eras, you have to watch the game film. The tape rarely lies. And to be clear, this isn't meant to diminish modern stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Anthony Edwards, who are elite scorers producing incredible numbers in today's league. Those players are outstanding within their era. The point is simply that Michael Jordan, playing at his scoring peak, would likely produce even more staggering numbers in the current NBA environment. In 1987, Jordan averaged 37.1 points per game and surpassed 3,000 total points in a season. He accomplished that with less spacing, weaker perimeter shooting around him, and far more traditional rim protectors waiting inside.
But here's the next thing, Rich. People talk about MJ's outside shooting, right? Because he was a 33-ish% lifetime three-point shooter.
No, he was a born jump shooter. Why would you talk about his outside shooting? The three ball, or you just saying
I'm talking about
jump
the three
shot?
ball. The three ball. MJ,
he would perfect
three
that.
times in his career, shot at least 3 threes a game. Every time he shot at least 3 threes a game, meaning he had more reps doing it, he shot no less than 37%.
Finally, let's address a common misconception about Michael Jordan, the idea that he couldn't shoot three-pointers or wasn't a reliable shooter overall. Both claims fall apart under closer inspection. In the mid-range area, Jordan was exceptional. His arsenal included fadeaways, step-backs, turnaround jumpers, and virtually every scoring move imaginable. As for three-point shooting, he was capable of making those shots at an effective rate when he chose to take them. The raw percentages require context. Early in his career, when his percentage was around 18% on extremely low volume, many of those attempts were last-second heaves at the end of quarters or from half-court. When Jordan intentionally incorporated the three-point shot in the early 1990s, he was quite efficient. In 1990, he shot 37% from 3 on 3 attempts per game. By 1993, he was at 35% on nearly 3 attempts per game. During the postseason of the first three-peat era, he combined to shoot 38.7% from deep on about 2.4 attempts per game, which was a significant volume for that era. Even so, if Jordan were placed in today's NBA, it doesn't necessarily mean he would suddenly attempt 8 or 10 threes per game. Jordan was far too intelligent as a player to simply become a high-volume shooter. His most dangerous skill was attacking downhill, driving toward the rim, and collapsing the defense. From a defensive perspective, teams would actually prefer him to settle for three-point shots at 35 to 38%. What they truly wanted to avoid was Jordan penetrating the defense, finishing at the rim, and creating opportunities for teammates. Ultimately, Jordan had already proven in his own era that he could adapt his role whenever necessary. In 1987, he averaged 37 points per game and won the scoring title. In 1988, he captured the Defensive Player of the Year award. In 1989, when the team needed him to function as a point guard, he took on that responsibility and produced triple-doubles with ease. Statistically speaking, Michael Jordan could shape his production however he wanted. If he played in today's NBA, the real question wouldn't be whether he could average 40 points per game. The real question would be whether he would even feel the need to. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Until next time.